Okay, so this is the same program, sort of, as the last video, but there's a twist. I'm differentiating in this program between, not only between the student type, graduate, undergraduate, and so on, but also in-state residents, Illinois residents versus out-of-state residents. You know that if you're going to a university, state residents typically pay less tuition, lower tuition. So I've expanded the business rules here. From the last video, these were the credit hours, or that's the dollar amount per credit hours. That we'll make those for the Illinois residents. Okay, 111 for undergraduate, 222 for graduate, and so on. For the non-Illinois residents, anybody out of state, those tuition amounts double. So 222 for the undergraduate, 444 for the graduate, $666 for the doctoral student. Okay, so let me run this. You'll see. It's let's say I have an undergraduate student. No, they are out of state. Okay, 10 credit hours, and there we go, $2,220. So it does appear to be working. Let's take a look at this. One thing I put in this program that was not in the last program, we did talk about the flag variable in case they enter the wrong thing, for example. Let's say I enter a wrong student type right off the bat. I don't really want to continue after that. So I am using the flag variable, but I set it to true up at the top just to kind of, get that in place. And then we'll see it later in the program. So then I'm asking for the student type, reading that in, asking if the student is an Illinois resident, reading that in. This is going into the ILRES variable. Now this is where things get kind of interesting for us. In the last video, we saw, okay, if it's the student type, undergraduate, then the rate was going to be $111. But now we have a decision within a decision. If I'm dealing with an undergraduate student, is that an Illinois resident or a non-Illinois resident? So this is a nested if. So look, I have this quick little if-else in the if clause of the undergraduate student. Okay, so it's a sandwich inside of a sandwich. A sandwich inside of a sandwich layer, I should say. Okay, so, okay, if this is true and I have an undergraduate student, well, what's the tuition? Are they an Illinois resident? If yes, then the rate is 111, or else the rate is 222. Okay, so the little sandwich within the layer of the sandwich. Now we're moving on to the graduate student. Okay, again, that same decision, that quick little decision inside of the sandwich layer, the nested if-else. So if it's a graduate student, they're in Illinois, they're paying $222, or else, if they're out of state, $444. The tuition doubles when you're out of state. And then finally, well, not finally, here is the third layer of the big sandwich, the master sandwich, we'll say. This is for the doctoral student. Okay, again, here's a quick little sandwich inside of that layer, the nested if-else. And finally, this is the, if they entered the wrong thing, we're telling them invalid student type choice, okay, and setting that flag variable, flipping that switch. That is valid variable is false. Okay, so if is valid is false, then I won't go through the rest of the spiel with the user. I'm not going to ask for the credit hours. I don't care. They entered the wrong thing. It's over. So here we'll say if is valid is true, meaning they did give us something we can use, entered what they something correctly, then we ask for the credit hours, we calculate the tuition, and so on. So, but what I want you to take away from this is that nested if statement, an if inside of an if. And look, you can nest many levels deep, many levels deep. We're not going to nest many levels deep in this class, but it's definitely something that you would be doing a lot as a programmer.